Hello, students of Standard 9. Once again, welcome to this YouTube channel of Mount Brescia. I am here with Standard 9, Chapter 3, same chapter, Nazism and the rise of Hitler. We are going through very slowly, very slowly, topic wise. So I am taking every day one topic because each topic is very important. You cannot just ignore any topic. So each topic I am taking separately so that it will be better for you, easy for you to understand. Today we are going through a new topic, that is, the topic name is, in what ways did the Nazi state seek to establish total control over the people? In the last video only I have told you that we are going to take this topic, total control of the Germany, how Nazi people has taken the total control of the Nazi, or total control of the people of German, total control of the Germany people, how they have managed. So we will go through this topic point wise. Just listen it very carefully. The Nazis sought to establish a strong Nazi society by controlling the German child both inside and outside the school. That means all schools were cleansed and purified. That means why? It is vast? No. This meant that teachers who were Jews or the students who were Jews or seen as politically unreliable were dismissed. Those who are not supportive of Nazism or Hitler, or those who are Jewish teacher or Jewish children, they were removed from the schools and colleges and universities. Number two, children were first segregated, means separated, and subsequently undesirable children. Who were undesirable children? Who were not Aryans, those who were Jews, gypsies, or physically handicapped. Those people were thrown out of the school. The German children were subjected to prolonged period of ideological training. Ideological training means their ideas were trained, their ideas were being means they were compelled to think and do whatever Hitler says. They had to worship Hitler as a god. They were compelled to do that. So the German children were subjected to a prolonged period of ideological training. Schools' textbooks were rewritten, in which the books were rewritten. Old books were abolished and new books were written where Hitler's policies, and Hitler was supposed to be the god and Hitler's policies are all good. They have to write in the books. Children were taught to be loyal and submissive. They were taught that they should be loyal to Hitler and they should be submissive, means always ready to fight for Hitler whenever called upon to do so. They were taught to hate Jews and worship Hitler. Even sports, even sports were there to nurture the spirit of violence. Means only those sports were played which give support to violence, like rugby or like that of games where fighting is there, boxing, wrestling. This type of sports were given most privileges. Children's were youth organization, not children. Youth organization has been made. Young people's organizations were made where educated and where the people were totally aggressive, submissive towards Hitler. Those people were told to teach those youth ideology to those people who have joined newly. So youth organizations were made responsible for educating the German youth. At 14, all boys has to join. At 14 years of age, every German children has to join the Nazi party, Nazi youth organization. Understood. After rigorous ideological and physical training, they joined the labor service at the age of 18. Labor service means service to Hitler for fighting. In 1926, the organization Hitler Youth came into being. All other organizations were dissolved and finally banned. So this was the how this was how Hitler and Nazism has taken total control of the country from early childhood, then youth, and when early childhood and youth were totally on Nazism, on the control of Nazism and Hitler, automatically their old age will be there for Hitler. In this way, they have control. In my next video, I will go through what what role women play in this Nazi Germany. Thank you.